Hey guys, John from the John Muir Show here, and there's one liberal group that wasn't too thrilled with everything that was going on at the Sugar Bowl the other day. Yeah, so one of college football's biggest bowl games of the year this year was the University of Georgia taking on the University of Texas. And before that game, PETA was not too happy with what they saw. See, both teams have live mascots. You have a live steer that the Longhorns bring to their games. You have a live bulldog that the Bulldogs bring to theirs. And those two mascots ended up on the same sideline. And yeah, early on in the festivities, you had the Longhorns mascot charging at the Bulldogs mascot. And then after that happened, everyone was, a little bit startled, but fortunately the handlers, they were able to get Ugga, the bulldog, out of the way before Bevo, the steer, was able to make any contact with him, so no animals were injured in the making of this scenario. But PETA, they were still pretty ticked off about what they had seen, writing a variety of different letters as to why these schools, they need to stop having live animals as their mascots, and it is so wrong to be bringing these live animals, these mascots, to the college football games because, this is the kind of stuff that's going to happen. You're exposing these animals to bright lights, you're exposing them to all the loud noises that come from the crowd cheering and whatnot. It's just so terrible. And yep, because you're doing this with the animals, because you've got those bright lights, those loud noises, just about every single time that you have mascots that are live animals at a game, something like this is going to happen, guarantee it. But of course, there have been plenty of times where there have been live mascots at games, and there's been absolutely no problem. I mean, heck, this is not just the University of Georgia and the University of Texas. There are other college football teams that do the same thing where they have these live mascots there. So you know what? PETA, maybe the problem is that you have live animals showing up at games as mascots, or maybe, just maybe, the thing is that this here, what we saw at the Sugar Bowl, was an isolated incident. That maybe it's not a good idea to have two live animals within a couple of feet of each other. Maybe those two live animals should have been on their respective team sidelines, far away from each other, so there never would have even been the possibility of one charging the other. And maybe, the problem is that you should not have an animal, a small animal, dressed in bright red when there is a longhorn steer within a few feet of it. What might end up happening? It's just so clear that this was just the circumstances created by this exact situation of what we saw in New Orleans on Tuesday night that created the potential problem that, again, didn't even materialize into a problem because they got the bulldog out of the way before the longhorn got to it. No, it is just absolutely unbelievable that they're trying to turn this into an overarching issue, trying to throw their leftist power around here by trying to tell every college in the United States what they can and cannot do. Look, this is a tradition. This is part of college football. A lot of schools do it. If we could fit an elephant into the practicality of what happens at Bryant-Denny Stadium on a Saturday, heck, my Alabama Crimson Tide would probably do the live mascot thing too. Just that one's a little bit far-fetched, trying to have an elephant in your football stadium. But nonetheless, college football is known for so many great traditions. This is one of them. Don't mess with it. That's all the time that we have for today, but tune in to the John Muir Show each and every weekday, 8:40 a.m. WTAQ, 9 a.m. WSAU and WHBL. Till then, I'm out.